Learning how to draw doesn't have to be boring or treacherous, and to prove that to you, here are 7 fun and silly drawing exercises to help you understand how to draw organic forms. For exercise number 1, we're going to draw a multi-blob, and to draw a multi-blob, we have one ball of clay, and then we're putting small balls of clay onto it. Here we're practicing overlap and the illusion of space. This can be quite tricky if you're a beginner artist, because you're not used to drawing those lines that indicate whether or not the clay ball is towards us or away from us. So that is what we're practicing here. We're practicing those overlapping lines. We want to be able to create that illusion of space on the page, and being able to draw one big clay ball with a bunch of small balls onto it can be very, very helpful. So we want to practice that here. Take your time with this, go slowly until you have a deeper intuitive sense on how to draw these overlapping lines. In exercise number 2, we're going to take our multi-blob and turn it into a character. So we're going to add a face to it, and then we're going to draw these noodle-like limbs to give it life. And this makes it a lot of fun and very silly, because look at these cute little boys. They're super fun to draw. Feel free to draw faces in the way that is comfortable for you. So you don't have to copy the way I draw faces. You can draw faces in a way that is more natural to you, the faces that you like to draw. I just like drawing these cartoony faces and play around with like the facial expressions and the limbs. You can really put them in a lot of interesting poses and have a lot of fun with it. The key here is to practice our multi-blob, right? Like the layering of those blobs, while also having tons of fun, being silly with it, being playful with it. The more fun that you have with this exercise, the easier it will be to actually remember the things that you're learning. So we're combining the technical skills while also having fun. And if you want this worksheet and video lesson for free, check out the link below. Once we are comfortable with the basic blob boy, we can now do variations and add different elements to it. So here are 4 variations that I came up with that are based on things that I find interesting to draw. So pick one of the 4 to like explore based on what is interesting to you, and then come up with your own that are based on the things that you actually enjoy drawing. You do not have to do drawing exercises that are boring. You can add elements to it to make it fun for you. So these 4 variations that I'm about to explain and show you, they're only things that I find interesting, but you don't have to force yourself to do them if they're not interesting to you, right? So the first one of these is the mushy boy. I love drawing mushrooms. Drawing mushrooms is super fun. You basically have half a sphere and a cylinder that's attached to the bottom of it. If you've done the half sphere and the cylinder exercises in the Beginners Toolkit, this will be fairly easy. The only real challenge is those ridge lines underneath, but you can get that just by copying different mushrooms, use reference photos. So now you have your mushy boy. So ultimately, we just have our blob boy character. We're adding mushrooms to it. So we're adding more and more elements to this character that helps us practice overlapping lines, organic forms, just playing around with it, right? Like have tons of fun. Put them in different poses, play with facial expressions, and add different elements to it. In exercise number 4, I'm adding noses to these blob boys. We got a little schnoz blob. I love drawing big noses, maybe because I have a big nose, so like drawing noses is a lot of fun. So I'm adding a big nose to it. It makes it look really silly. Look at these characters, they're so much fun to draw. And because it makes me smile while I'm drawing, it's easier to learn, right? So this is what I'm saying, like have fun with this, figure out what is fun for you. If drawing noses is not fun for you, but you like drawing big lips, feel free to draw big lips on these characters. Play around, have fun with it. For this next variation, we're elongating these blob characters so they look a lot taller. We like changing these proportions. What I didn't realize at first when I made this worksheet was that they kind of look like pickles, which I think is really funny. So play around with this. You can also change the proportions width-wise. They just don't seem to fit as well on a worksheet. That's why I just went with the tall one, but also play with the width of it. You can always change around the proportions, change the size of the legs, change the size of the arms. See what you can come up with, right? The more playfulness that you approach these drawing exercises with, the easier it will be to like explore and find new things. The curiosity and fun of it will make it so much easier to learn all of drawing. So lean into that. Ask yourself, how can I change aspects of this character to make it more fun for me? For this next variation, we're drawing floral blobs. We're adding flowers to our blob character. If you practice your plane changes and your discs from the Beginners Toolkit, it becomes very easy to draw flowers. And this is a great example of how practicing those base forms and those base skills makes it easy to draw literally anything. Drawing flowers, you basically have a disc in the middle and then a bunch of discs attached to it. So if you know how to do those plane changes, especially like folded planes, drawing flowers actually becomes very, very easy. So play around with this, have fun with it. And you can also look up specific references of different flowers that you like drawing and just stick them onto this blob character, right? The fun thing about these silly type of characters is that you can literally just attach whatever you want to them and they look fun and silly still, right? Like that is a big advantage of like playing with these cartoony styles, but then still keep in mind that you're practicing the overlap of that blob form Ultimately, it's the multi-blob that is like the main lesson here in terms of like drawing organic forms, but you can add other things to it to like make it more fun for yourself. That is why I'm going to urge you here to just sit down and write down things that you like to draw, things that you're interested in exploring, and just create your own blob variations and then send me an email of them, right? Just like come up with your own. You can invent your own blob characters, what you like drawing. Maybe you like drawing swords, so you draw a bunch of blob characters holding swords, or maybe there's a sword in the blob, right? And that practice of figuring out how to make drawing exercises more fun for yourself will make it so much easier for you to learn how to draw. Do not do boring drawing exercises. Some drawing exercises might seem a little bit bland at first. Like the first step in this exercise, for example, the first multi-blob, might have seemed a little bit bland. But as you go through it, you can add more things to it to make it more enjoyable for yourself. Do not force yourself to do drawing exercises that are not fun for you. In drawing exercise number 7, we're drawing our big blob character. So we're separating out the head from the body, so it looks a little bit more humanoid. So you look at these characters on this sheet, they feel a little bit more alive, they feel a little bit more human. You can stick to the basic blob if you want to, but I do think that that's challenge of drawing something that's slightly more humanoid is very, very useful. And the fun thing about this is that you can look up references of people being in specific poses, figure drawing poses. If you're into a specific sport, you can look up references of that sport. Like let's say you're into basketball, you go look up photos of people playing basketball, and then you draw a big blob character in a similar pose. And since you're not drawing exactly human forms, but close to human forms, you can play around a lot while still learning a ton about how to like capture pose, how to do gesture, all those things you can do while also drawing a silly little character. There's a lot of fun to be had here. Play around and see what you can come up with. Like I mentioned earlier, if you want the free worksheet and video lesson for the Blob Boy character, check out the link below. And if you want the rest of the worksheets, that's available within the Beginners Toolkit within the Fundamentals bundle. If you are interested in learning how to draw all the basic forms and have fun with it while we learn these base skills, if you want to improve quickly as a beginner artist, check out the Fundamentals bundle. The Beginners Toolkit is super, super powerful. It's what I wish I had when I first started learning how to draw. I've been drawing for over 12 years and I've been teaching for over 6 years. And this is some of the most powerful tools in terms of being able to draw in 3D space. So if you are interested in that, check out the course that will link below. I wish I had this when I started. It would have made me improve so much faster. It would have saved me so much time. That is how I'm building this course, especially because it's focused on also having fun while learning, right? There are tons of drawing exercises that you can do that are very challenging, but a lot of times you need to brute force your way through them because they're not very exciting and it can be very, very boring. In the course, we focus a little bit more on doing those drawing exercises, but also enjoying it, trying to find some curiosity within it, because you don't have to force yourself to do things that you don't enjoy. Because if you keep doing that, you will lose your passion for drawing. You will lose the reason why you draw. And we don't want to get into that place. There's no point improving technically if your joy for drawing is nosediving into the ground, right? We want to be able to improve our technical skills while also improving our love for it. That is why this video is focused so heavily on these silly little characters, because that makes me smile, it makes me enjoy my drawing practice. And that is the way that I like to teach, because I do think that that is very, very powerful, especially if you are a hobbyist artist and you don't have a ton of time to separate out your technical skills from having fun. You want to do them together so that we can improve while also enjoying the art practice. So check out that below if you are interested. Also check out this 14 crucial beginner drawing exercises video that I think will be very helpful to you if you are an artist that is working on improving your drawing skills.